This is not an E to 80. This is just a 260E. Who are you trying to impress?
Oi adik, lesen ada tak tu?
Shit.
Lesen ada tak tu nak record video tu?
Hello guys, welcome to today's episode of LHZ Car Reviews. And today with me I have something very special to show you. This is a 1990 Mercedes-Benz 260E, also known as the W124. The 260E comes from a time when Mercedes-Benz names are simple. For example, the 260E means that this car comes with a 2.6 liter engine. And it does! This car is fitted with a 2.6 liter M103 straight 6 engine, pushing out when new about 160 horsepower, and well, I don't remember the torque figures, but I guess it's a lot. It's obviously mated to an automatic gearbox, a 4-speed auto to be precise, and oh my god, this gearbox is so old school. Like, you can feel the darn thing changing gears with ka-dong, ka-dong, ka-dong. But it does its job very well, and according to some Mercedes-Benz enthusiasts, this is a very tough gearbox, perhaps one of the toughest gearbox Mercedes ever made. Alright, so I'm now inside the 260E, and I know what you're thinking. What is this white thing? Previous owner stuff. Anyway, here's the sun visors, and yeah, they're both different, but other than that, I don't have any complaints. It's like everything is within touch, and the switches feels nice to use. You know, I never tried any other switches. Here's the gear knob. Of course, the 4-speed auto has eco mode, sports mode. I don't know the difference. And then here's all your power window switches, and you got power mirror only for the passenger side, but for the driver's side, which, in case you can't tell, is a completely different shape, uses manual adjustment because you can reach it here. So why would you need power for that, right? Makes sense. Of course, there's the rear headrest, and there's the rear visibility. Visibility wise in this car isn't that bad. It's actually pretty good, you know? Okay, so I'm in the back seat of the 260E, the W124, okay? And the knee room isn't that bad, and so it's a headroom. But okay, this seat is in my driving position, and of course such a lovely armrest, so cozy. But given the fact that this car is an E class, meaning it's between the one I know E and the S class of the day, this car is quite, well, cramped. Okay, it's not cramped, okay, but if you're 6 foot and over, you might struggle. You would expect this kind of space in, say, a Proton Iris or a Pro Dua Asia, not in a somewhat luxury-esque but not so luxurious model. But other than that, I don't complain lah. I can sit behind here, no problem lah. But this is the kind of car for the middle class, where the people who buy this will be driving it instead of being driven. But if you want to be driven, it's not bad, but if you want to be driven, you might as well go get an S-Class, really. One more thing I got to note. You see this wood all around this car? Now, in modern cars, I don't know about modern Mercedes-Benz, but in most modern cars, the wood is just plastic wrapped in material that happens to look like wood. But this is genuine wood, you know, it's genuine wood. I don't know what wood is it. I mean, I'm not a wood expert, but it is actual wood. And yes, I know the steering, that bit, yeah, kind of needs to be replaced or rewrapped. I don't know, but yeah. The W124 is by no means a performance car. I mean, it's so obvious. Come on, guys. If you step on the gas, the car will hesitate to go. It will just lurches. And also,
the handling isn't that great. I mean, sure, it handles well for a big barge, but it's not the best handling car you can buy. And that's okay, because the W124 is solid, it's comfortable, it's also fast actually, if I'm honest with you. And if you go for maybe the lesser engine models such as the 230E, it might be economical. I mean, it won't be as economical as a Pro 2 Asia or maybe a Pro 2 Myvi, but considering that it's 30 years old and it's quite a big heavy German saloon, it's actually not too bad. This particular W124, it might need new tires, perhaps the alignment needs to be checked, bushings, but other than that, when my dad and I first got the car, it was pretty much get in and go. The previous owner, who was the mechanic, took care of this car very well, and it shows. My dad has driven it to Malacca and back, and this car gave no problems at all.
Okay, so one thing you need to look out for when buying a W124 is that these cars love to rot. Like, they will rust, you know, somewhere around here. Maybe if you go underneath the car, you have to check, I don't know. But these cars will rot, and you either A, get one that hasn't rot, which is difficult because, you know, this car is well over 30 years old now, or B, you better pray that you're good with welding, or if you're willing to spend a lot of money, then sure, go ahead. Oh look, we have a W115 over here. This car belongs to Anwar Zain. You know, if you know the song Berlalulah Sudah Ramadan, you know that song, or Lelaki ini yang selalu mencinta. Yeah, the guy who sang that song, that's his car, and he has a lot more classic cars coming up. So yeah, and it's parked right behind its grandson, W124, W123, and then W1. Yeah, this is the grandfather of the W124, basically. So yeah, this concludes today's episode of LHZ Car Reviews. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for future uploads. Seriously, that's a really nice 115 though. Come on, let's just have a look at it one more time, okay? Oh yeah. Oh shit. There you go.